Hi everyone, how are you? I'm in the forest. There are some mosquitoes, so I gotta hash them away if they come along. This part will be about the Super 8 because I mentioned at Euphoria number 2 that Super 8 will come, and yeah, so Super 8 will play a huge role when it comes to state of mind, when it comes to level of state of mind. Super 8 will play a huge role, uh, a very easily believable, logical role in setting back energetic, physical, as well as psychological human balance in an environment. It could be external environment, it could be an incubated environment. Again, sorry, there are just a lot of mosquitoes. It could be internal, external, incubated, any kind of environment. You can, if you know the ingredients, then you're doing it, you will having it. So this part is all about the Super 8. The Super 8 is technically against bug war, so there are lots of mosquitoes trying to attack and tell me not to share this information. But this is probably the best thing what I can say about anyone uh, like this. The Super 8. The Super 8 is a result of 16 years of research, scientifically proven research. Results. It is a result of it. From professors, from ancient times to modern times to the medieval times. So there are lots of proven facts. Everything is all about the light, about the life, about life energy, about how can actually someone become again at least a human. I mean, I think that's a pretty good deal. Believe it or not, most of the universe believes in that way too. So this is why the reason this is sort of part of Euphoria number 2 because before number 3 because the essentials will always come back to pH balances. Okay, which one carries electricity, energy, for how long, in which way, for why not, how we answer everything. Everything has a pH balance. Everything is on its very, very, very basic way. It is energy, as well as everything what comes with energy, according to what it may look like or seem to be look like beyond that. After that, remember, in between the shell, you will find energy in a way, in a certain way, being arranged in a certain way, being recycled or sustained in a certain way, perhaps as a product of something, of another energy. It's chain reaction. The cycle could be good. This is that's the goal, I believe, for everything what is with your life. There are tons of mosquitoes and things flying around, but they're not biting me yet. Anyhow, what I'm trying to say is, yeah, so this is Super 8. Super 8, sodium bicarbonate. You go in via after 5 minutes. No, so Super 8. First thing, sodium bicarbonate. You wake up in the morning, you put 1 coffee spoon of organic sodium bicarbonate, which does not have anything else in it. So no metals or aluminum or whatever, nothing else, just sodium bicarbonate. Usually they say that it's consumable, you can consume it, it's edible. I think that's another way to say consume. So what I'm trying to say is sodium bicarbonate, half a teaspoon in the water after you wake up instead of coffee or instead of anything else. You drink it. Make sure your water is good. It will clean everything out of the biological system what it does not need as a human biological system. I know it's magic. It's magic. It is. So you will need to go to the washroom, do your thing, maybe take a good shower after that, whatever. If you take a good shower, I would recommend shea butter products. Highly incredibly amazing for the skin, for everything. Yeah, even for cooking. So what I'm trying to say is sodium bicarbonate does lots of magic. You remember the Tomorrowland, the movie called Tomorrow's Land with George Clooney? you remember the fella with the rocket jetpack? Yeah, sodium bicarbonate. Yeah, it's truly miraculous. Depends on how you use it. But if you watch Futurama with Professor Farnsworth, as well as all the rest of the good folks in it, yeah, you will see it. Yeah, it's amazing what sodium bicarbonate can do. So this is like a very. This is the last part, pretty much, for the Super 8, number 3. Part of number 2 in at what is it called again? Anyhow, I remember if I don't think about it. So next thing is diet and measure yourself. That's how it works. A brain is a muscle. Yeah, muscle closed. How is gonna think when it's closed? It can't. It has to be open, and then it can think. It can receive. So what I'm trying to say is deautomatize Earth. A lot of people might say diatomize yourself, but I would say deautom or Seals Earth. I think that would sound very intelligent. Because in this way you could follow up if you know Latin, if you know Esperanto, if you know basics of anything, really the doctrines, that these guys figured it out. Now, you put it in your food. So the first thing, sodium bicarbonate water, poof, you go to the washroom. Your system will deposit everything, hopefully in a very safe, secure area, in the environment, or safely handled environment, all the waste products. You gotta poo, throw up, whatever, pee, whatever. Pee is not so bad. There's a little mosquito says poo also good. So yeah, they like poo. So what I'm trying to say is they like poo too. So what I'm trying to say is they probably like that environment better than anything else. if you're very intelligent about the environment, about the cycle of life, and what type of by pH balance, what type of beings or things require what type of things or beings by pH balances or balance, average, you will realize that there is a perfect harmony in a way. But that perfect harmony has a condition. You need to understand it. You need to be aware of it. You need to protect it. You need to see where is your possession is at. You need to see where is others' possession positions are at. Maybe we share the same kind of energy, but let's be honest, the animal race is non-stop consisting, including 20 billion times 20 billion beings. 20 billion times 20 billion beings. Those are all the beings which naturally got animal nature on the outside of humans. We really don't separate the ones which are on the inside because they belong to the same electromagnetic realities. One way to put it, wavelines and frequencies, radiations. Yeah, speaking the truth, so bugs are attacking. So this is human life supportive. So what I'm trying to say is deatomize stuff. Put in your food, again 1 coffee spoon, that's half a teaspoon, or quarter of regular spoon. I don't know what you call that. Eating spoon, soup eating spoon. Okay, that is yourself. In every meal, it works for animals too. So sodium bicarbonate does not work for everything. It will work for celestial things, beings, not the subterraneans or the other ones. Even, So what I'm trying to say is, sodium bicarbonate will work for any beings which naturally withstand pH balances which are alkaline, or will actually support it. All of it. Well, that's miracle healings for the animal race too. Of course, I'm not gonna do it for them if they're biting me. Mosquitoes. So what I'm just trying to say, okay, deatomize the surf, emitting stuff. Next stuff, magnesium. Magnesium before you go to sleep, before you go to relax, before you know or you think, that nothing will disturb you. Put in the water, magnesium, could be magnesium citrate too. Why not? Both works. We're gonna speed it up, okay? That's all really I think it's important. You're gonna relax. You think you're gonna relax. Magnesium. In any way it's possible. If you can surround yourself in magnesium inside and out, do it. Including the water where you may fall asleep in. Anyhow. So what I'm trying to say, magnesium. Next thing, vitamin C. Vitamin C when you're in active days, perhaps I know that I will need to leave to get home soon. If I really wanted to be like in a large way, like ride on the situations, what's surrounding me, a little bit more than I think I could do. Vitamin C, it does the job. It's carbon, little tiny carbon molecules on the atomic level. You gotta be on vitamin C. You can get it through fruit, vegetables. That's the best as long as they were properly what is it called, nourished, flourished. It's very important. You don't want to give them anything that's animalistic. You might do want to give things for the animals what is not animalistic, so they will also evolve. But yeah, that's true. Cannibalism is not good for them either. Consuming animals not good for their poison, not good for them either. Everything wants to evolve. Remember, everything has a soul in a way. It's all digital. Vitamin C, that's where we are. You wanna be a light? Get the light in. Okay, chlorella, next huge thing. Sunlight energy packed in green is chlorophyll. Chlorella, get the chlorella, get the chlorophyll in your system. Sunlight energy. Superman was running on sunlight energy. He was not able to see the future like the human brain can or human mind with it, but he was able to do a lot of stuff with today's humans because the appendix is not connected because of infections anymore, nature infections. But Super 8 will repair all of it in a way. Listen carefully. The sunlight energy packed in green is chlorophyll. The human soul qualities are technically the same thing as the sunlight energy. The human physiology is the physical manifestation of the human soul. Are you following me? Wakey, no more eggs and wakey. Get avocados instead with roasted tomatoes. Okay, sprout. You want to regenerate yourself? Do it. Sprout. Name your favorite veggies, fruit, sprout it. That's a condition. Humanly edible, alkalizing veggies or fruit, your favorite, sprout them, consume it. Yeah. Okay, next thing, sprouts are there. Like there is like a bracket, I love yellow, green lentils. I do. Red lentils, oh my goodness. Awful. Oh, what is that? Awful. Green lentils, mung beans, broccoli, all that kind of good stuff. Aloe vera, next stuff. I got to speed it up. Aloe vera, amazing. I don't know where to start. It used to be called the god plant. They knew what to do with everything about it. Down to the roots, up to the top of it, up to the spikes, to the skin, to the jelly part, everything. They just knew what to do about it. The god plant. I'll tell you all about it if you wish to. Where should I start at? Roots, medicine, of course, tonics, jelly pot, consume it as raw, as is. Ready, scoop it out, eat it. If you have enough to have a bath in it, have a bath in it. Green part for textiles, from textiles to combining elements, components biochemically. Spikes. Phew. Now the spikes could be used for anything what is at least that hard. as well as flexible. If it's combined in the right way, again, after being structurally molded together again in some way or some form. Extremely powerful. So that was where we at aloe vera. Oh, we almost done. Okay, black kale, lacinato, another way to put it. Lacinato, lacinato, whatever it's called. Lacinato. Lacinato, I call it. In Hungarian Latin. Black kale in America. Now you take this plant, beautiful plant. It can grow very long, very, very long. As long as the tree behind me, even longer than that. If you really, normally over here it grows about this long. It's amazing. It has dark leaves, extremely strong stems. You can juice them like you would juice celery for bone health, bone density health. Oh, but be careful because if you will consume baby kale or kale as is the leaf, you will physically get so strong that otherwise you wouldn't really be aware because you don't have the strength otherwise. But if you do it with this, if you consume the black kale, the leaf of the black kale, or I just you can just get baby kales, baby black kales, consume the steams too, not only the leaves, the entire thing, as is. Just be mindful about physically what you do, how do you do it, because you will be much stronger than any times before. Unless if you already tried this or did something even more muscle and neurological muscle linked neurological structure related procedures biochemically. It's very powerful. Make sure you wash it. Make sure you wash it well. If you have sodium bicarbonate, put it in the water. Wash it. You have a bowl. Put water in the bowl with sodium bicarbonate. Green leaves. Everything you need to wash. Make sure it's good. I love you. Aloha. That was Super 8. Oh, so this is how to kind of prepare them. So what are they all good for? Now we are at 23 minutes to the part of Euphoria number 2. How can I make this more fun? I had a long day. I mean, depends on what you're comparing it with. What can we do? What can we say? Sodium bicarbonate. Easy. What is it good for? You want your cells, your blood to be clean. Your fibers, your gut, your tracts, your channels, your tunnels, your bowels, your fibers. Did I say that? So anyhow, that's what it takes. Sodium bicarbonate in water. Mentioned how to do it. Diet temperature surf. You don't want the bugs inside of you. The bugs don't really like it inside of you. You keep them hostages, like hostages, you keep them well, they keep you well. That's a bug trap. Everybody knows that. Everybody can see what, you know, what people are like or look like or seem to be like by nature, by psychological nature. Everybody can see that. If they're doing good things, obviously they are good humanoids, good humans. Otherwise, it's something else. Okay, okay. So diatomushisurf, diatomushisurf will actually kill all the aliens inside the universe. You can pee them, poo them, sweat them out, spit them out, blow them out to your nose, throw them out to your throat, whatever you can. In every ways, did I say put them out? In every ways you can eliminate waste. They will come out. Okay, that's what it takes. That's easy peasy. The autumn is serious Earth. The reason why it's number 2, not number 1, because apparently with sodium bicarbonate it is possible to do same magic, but come on, why not have a specialized any individual for that specialized task? I mean, individual by the automation yourself, being a very skillful professor, worker, anyone helper, hero. Magnesium, another hero. Egypt used to call magnesium spark of life. You know why? You can, you can bring anything back to life. I'm not kidding. Or as well as anyone. Eh? So we got three. We got three amazing things you can align with Saint Trinity. That's why they came 1, 2, 3. Magnesium. Already mentioned how to use it. This is what is it for. You get life back. It gives you life. Light. It's light. In a way, of course, it needs to be administered. Specifically, it could belong to the external environment, like Jesus was resurrected in a limestone, magnesium-rich environment with a hole in the middle on a magnesium limestone. They're very similar in this way. Magnesium, spark of God. Okay, next thing, vitamin C. Vitamin C was, I think it was Ignat Semmelweis, Hungarian man who introduced the modern word to vitamin C. Vitamin C has been around since long time, ancient times ago, since all the times ago, let's put it this way. But from other times, there was actually a Hungarian man who introduced it. Okay, here it is, look at this, vitamin C. Look at this, we have to boil the water to make sure there is no bad bacteria or virus in it. We have to clean everything in boiled water and put some sodium bicarbonate in it afterwards. Then rinse it again in boiled water. So that's how the hospital survived during the First World War, as well as during any other conflicts afterwards. Surely, if they survived it. Okay, that's how powerful it is. Where were we? Vitamin C. Chlorella. Chlorella is the next one after vitamin C. Chlorella is it's a perfect human food. If you could live on chlorella as a human, or even as a humanoid, not the same thing. That's the reality. None of them are better than the other when it comes to universal comparison. What is very important is make sure that none of the types will cause harm to each other between one kind, especially not between humankind. So now we're talking about humankind, made up by many humanoids, many types of humans. But also there are those which, you know, but everybody is equally important as long as there is no offenses, because there is balance which is equally well satisfiable. It comes down to satisfaction. Let's be honest. Okay, next thing, chlorella. Chlorella does that. Chlorella is sunlight energy packed in green. It's chlorophyll. Got chlorophyll got the name after chlorella. It's a perfect human food. If any humanoids would be fed on, as well as kept in an environment where chlorella needs to be kept just to be good chlorella, every human would be perfect human within a month. Perfect. Like Michelangelo dreamed about it. In this place, in this intergalactic environment we call Earth. Perfect. Just by that. That's so powerful. It's Colorado is technically the original human food. Perfect, perfect food for humans. Perfect. That means you will become a human. No. If in an environment he can believe in, he can, he feels happy, he feels good. He get produced on a pristine, clean, mineral-rich surface of a water where the sunlight energy hits it, where the air is also really clean. Compared to what we got around here, they are usually on the highlands or mountain valleys, mountain peaks, usually. But they could be produced anywhere artificially, really, anywhere, even underneath the ice, even on the top of the ice, even in the desert, or underneath it, really. Artificially they could be produced. Solar energy, remember, solar energy. Okay, Superman is very happy about solar energy, so let's keep it that way. Yellow. So, sprouts, I think we will have sprouts, it could be yellow or green lentils, broccoli seeds, alfalfa, etc. There are lots of beautiful sprouts. I love mung beans, I love broccoli, I like peas, lots of amazing sprouts. Sprouts will have the necessary phenylalanine, is also in white tea. So there's green tea, there's white tea. And I think the Prince of Peace is one of the brand for white tea. So yeah, phenylalanine. Some people pronounce it this way, some people pronounce it that way. It's full of it. Get it. It's like the essential of chlorophyll. Of course, it's very important what the external effects are like in the meantime. It's very important to protect your life or your cellular re-energization. It's very important, because when it does that work, it is also sensitive. You have to be in the nature of it, freely, open, all the good stuff. Good stuff comes with good stuff. Remember, no exception, no. Good stuff comes with good stuff. And as much as the first one being good, everything else follow away. So, sprout, keep them well, protect them, super important, as crunchy, as crispy, or tasty they are, bitter, all that kind of good stuff, tasty, I can't even imagine. Like they are very tasty. Really, Gonzalo beans. That means chickpeas, sprouts. Oh, you can sprout almost anything. Just think of your favorite fruits or veggies. That those are the ones we've got. Okay, next things all over guide plant. I don't have to explain the guide plant. It says guide plant. That's it. Okay, how you use it? I mentioned it already. Benefits. Will support you to live forever in a way you wish to. It is super great. You can consume it anytime, as long as you're not about to go to sleep, because of course there will be energizing effects involved. As long, if you can make your sleep, your resting very very safe, consume the aloe vera jelly and then go to sleep. But if you not active and look like an animal, you are just fasting and rejuvenating your cellular structure, consuming aloe vera, you need to be safe. And remember, most of the universe is after human spirit, which is in your cells at that time. Black Kale. Oh my goodness, one of my most favorite. The Black Kale actually inspired me to create hydroplasma shields and regenerate people like this. The kind of chlorophyll, the kind of quality of chlorophyll, the sunlight energy in it, the green juice of it. If you can consume the fiber, it's even better. But the leaves, juice, the steams, it does the magic. Just remember to remain peaceful. Make sure you don't really hurt anything or anyone, especially not any beings or anyone. It's very important. Just remain peaceful. When you're strong, it's easy. I love you. I need to get home soon. What else we got? So here it is. With the proper use of these 8 things and herbs, all illnesses, I'm just refraining now of my note, all illnesses can be cured. Cured? Can. You always wanted to be 6 feet tall in every ways, have perfectly aligned muscle structure, has perfectly aligned brain structure, skeleton structure. Let's be honest, every soul around us, even on Earth, you ask the smallest mosquitoes to the biggest giants, they will say, oh, I love to be human, just as much as Michelangelo described it. Yeah, he was ahead of his time, thousands of years. Thousands of years. Okay, we talk about him later on when it comes to Euphoria. Number 3, I talk about Michelangelo more. So, therefore, all offenses, so from the beginning, with the proper use of these 8 things and herbs, all illnesses can, which means could, be cured. Therefore, all offenses can, that means could, be prevented. All infections, all injuries can, that means could, be completely repaired. Like they never existed. All of it. I'm not talking about, hey, how about this? How about my grandma miss? How about my grandpa? How about my niece? How about my father? I've been there. How about my, God knows what happened. You'll miss. Yeah, no problem. It's all here. There's a way to connect. There's a way to be again. Then this note will say with much love, happy holidays. Happy holidays, because you know what? Even as a mosquito, even is the biggest giant. I have to say it is big, even or even the those in between. We already winners. We are alive. We are living. Everybody lives living their life. Everybody is doing their best according to the best what they capable of doing. In every ways. Everyone, everything. That's what keeps us alive. As long as it's human right, it will keep us alive even more. Because when you protect life, you and you support life, life will support you. That's how it works. Especially when it comes to human life, which is, belonging to Heaven's United Magical Angels. Your advantage is everyone, everything wants to be a part of it because it's no better than that. This is our advantage. Why? Oh, you are. You're so happy holidays. You earned it. You were born. You're on Earth. You're Earthian. Happy holidays. You're a winner. Come on. Yeah. Life is life.